I really appreciate everybody who hopped on this morning. Thank you for joining the meeting. Um, my name is Justin Sheppard. I'm the founder and broker at the agency Texas. This morning we're going to give you guys an overview of our business and the folks associated with it. So um, I have all the staff here this morning. So if y'all could wave. Hello.
You guys doing?
Good, good, good. Okay, cool. We're gonna hop into the presentation here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get it launched. Okay, everyone can see my screen.
Yep.
And I apologize. I'm gonna have to let people in as they're kind of coming in a little bit late, so I may have to jump back and forth. But again, thanks everybody for hopping on. Again, my name is Justin Sheppard. I'm the broker and owner of the agency Texas, and I apologize. I got a little Austin, Texas allergies going on today, so please bear with me. I apologize for the throat clearing. So today we're going to be exploring the benefits of our brokerage and take a look at an inside look at the agency Texas. So a little bit about myself. I started my real estate journey in 2008 with my business partner Thomas. We met at a company called Econo Homes, which is a real estate investment firm. In 2010, I got licensed and joined a team at KW. And in 2012, Thomas and I reunited to form the agency Texas. Our office in Austin is on North Lamar. So we built the office in 2014. So we've been there for 10 years. And our first year there, we won the Austin Business Journal top team. And then we've won several awards since then, including several additional Austin Business Journal awards, the Inc. Awards, the Tom Ferry Awards, and amongst others. And then 2015, our San Antonio office is open. In 2018, we opened our Houston office. And in 2020 through 2023, we dealt with the pandemic and difficult, uncertain times in the industry, including some very rapid and unprecedented interest rate increases and things that kind of turned the market upside down. We've been very successful during those times, including in 2024. And we have what brought us here today is we have an abundance of business, and we want to share that with the folks that are on the meeting and everyone else who signed up to get a copy of the webinar. So thank you, and kind of tell you guys what we do and how we're going to make 2025 the absolute best year we've ever had. So some of the key achievements that we've accomplished over the last 12 years is I've recruited, and George and the other managers have recruited and trained over 350 agents. We've generated 200,000 high intent leads, so Zillow, Realtor.com, Google, and web leads through our various innovative and online strategies. We've invested over $20 million in lead generation, marketing tools, and technology. So we have a ton of interest in leads and the technology to convert the leads. And we've closed over 10,000 transactions all from online leads. And that's over the course of that duration of time, over 12 years. So we've closed a lot of transactions. Our focus and what we're going to be focusing on today during this meeting is a high level insight on how we leverage technology and online marketing to drive success in real estate. Also known as how do we generate the highest quality leads? How do we convert those leads? And then really the people behind the scenes who make it all happen, which are our staff here today. Another key focus of ours is building a brokerage that empowers agents to excel in the digital world. So how do we do that? We have in a self-paced online training platform. We have team collaboration between all of our agents across multiple markets, and then our leadership here today, and how everyone specializes in their job role and has decades of experience that they bring to the table, and how we help our agents every single day. So how do we do it? And this is very high overview. And I want to also mention that although this training in meeting today will be focused on online leads, we have a whole nother discipline that we focus on. We have agents who come to us and just want a 90-10 split with a 15K cat, and they want to work their own deals. That's perfectly fine too. So if you fit in that category, we're not just lead focused, although we're heavily lead focused. We do have a completely other discipline, and just like KW and all the other bigger brokerages too. So just to throw that out. How do we do it? Well, we built long-lasting relationships with key decision makers at Zillow, Realtor.com, and all the other lead providers such as Ylopo and all the major players. Thomas and I sat on the Zillow advisory board for several years. We're actually going to meet with the CEO of Realtor.com in 2 weeks in Georgia for a mastermind. We've spent a lot of time with these folks, and they give us key insights on new things that are coming to a market. We beta test a lot of their new programs. And so a lot of the information that you may read as an agent on sites like Lab Code Agents and other sites that will eventually make it out to the market, we already know those things are coming 6 months, a year, 2 years in advance, which is really important for us to be able to make decisions which impact our agents and how they do business. So we want to be able to get the highest quality information in order to generate the highest quality leads and give the highest quality leads to our agents. So again, our partnerships provide us with a unique and immeasurable amount of market insight. So we're getting information that no other teams and brokerages have. Our expertise in real estate technology has positioned us at the forefront of lead generation. We stay ahead of the competition while continually evolving our approach based on the latest market trends. Again, to tie that all together, we're doing things different than most brokerages. So most brokerages get into the lead game and they say, hey, our agents want leads, so I'm going to go buy leads. Well, we've progressed from some of these companies like Squad Voice, which has evolved into Maverick. We advise them early on, and we are able to get and be way ahead of the curve on every type of lead generation tool technology that's out there. There's not anything in the marketplace that is up and coming that we don't know about. Those people are eager to work with our team, not just me, but the staff, because they are also in tune with what's happening. So it's really, really important to us. So my job is not only to make sure we have the best tools and technology, but also stay abreast and stay in front of what's happening in big industry changes. And that includes, obviously, the big thing, the big elephant in the room, which is the NAR settlement and how that applies to what we do. So just one of the many things that we do that we've implemented that has really helped our agents is a one-time showing agreement. Though there's other teams and brokerages that have that, so I'm not saying that's super unique to what we do. However, ours, works very well with what we do, allows us to get in front of those clients, build a relationship, and then for the big ask them to sign the buyer's rep. So it protects the agents and the clients for facilitating this seamless transaction, all while providing clear terms for compensation in today's evolving market. So how do we do it? How do we train? We've been training our agents since March, basically twice a week, and making sure that any forms and contract changes, anything that needed to be to the agent got to them, and they knew how to implement those processes. So one, understanding and have a deep understanding of the NAR settlement, how to use the forms and the showing agreements to make sure that our business doesn't skip a beat, and then training. So I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but Bethany and Laura, who are on our call, who are awesome transaction coordinators, were instrumental in making sure that all of our agents knew exactly how to talk to their clients about the contract docs, when they needed to sign them, And basically our business, again, didn't skip a beat. So I'm very proud of the things we've accomplished. Sorry, excuse me for the coughing. And then supporting agents through the chains. Again, we're going, it's not just training doesn't end when the forms rolled out August 13th. We're offering ongoing support and education to ensure agents are prepared and thrive. That's in-person meetings, that's Zoom meetings, that's our online training platform. We're doing it all to make sure that there's no stone left unturned and we understand everything from soup to nuts. So, and again, and ultimately what we're trying to accomplish is the training, empowering agents to lead the conversation confidently with buyers and sellers, give them the best advice, be very strategic, and ultimately be very successful and get deals to closing. So I'm gonna take a brief pause here for a second. And one of our agents in San Antonio, Jeremiah Blake, had some really nice things to say about the brokerage. So I'm gonna play the video for you guys.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah Blake, Realtor with the Agency Texas. For the past 3 years, I've had the privilege of helping clients navigate the exciting world of real estate. Before finding my passion in real estate, I spent years managing hotels and restaurants. But it was the dynamic nature of the housing market and the opportunity to help people find their dream homes that truly resonated with me. What drew me to the Agency Texas was their dedication to innovation and putting clients first. They provide unparalleled support, from cutting edge marketing tools to top tiered administrative assistance. One of my proudest moments was being recognized as a top producer in 2023. It's an honor to work alongside some of the best realtors in San Antonio. I've had so much fun on this journey, and I'm excited to continue helping clients fulfill their real estate dreams with the Agency Texas.
Okay, awesome. And I promise you guys, we didn't hold Jeremiah hostage. He did that on his own, despite the background. So we really appreciate him doing that. And those are really kind words. And he's an awesome agent. And again, he's taken his real estate journey from, you know, doing things outside of real estate to being very successful inside of real estate. And he's gonna be great for a long time. So another passion of ours we have is finding the right fit for all of our agents, right? So there's never a one size fits all solution to our agents' goals. Let me expand on that. So we tailor we are big into goal setting and making sure that again we have the right formula for every agent. So that it takes all of us to understand what each agent brings to the table and what their unique goals are. Right. So our system is customized to help you convert the number of transactions that align with your personal objectives. And we'll expand more of that again on this call. But for the sake of time, we're really not going to have a lot of time to dive deep into that. That's more of a one-on-one conversation. But our marketing manager, our transaction coordinator, and then transaction coordinators, and then our database manager Mary are really instrumental in making sure that we're providing you with the guidance that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish. Right? If you're doing 12 deals a year now, or you're doing 4 deals a year now, and you want to get to 12, or you want to get to 24, we can absolutely scale that up. That without a doubt, and we're going to give you some anecdotes here in a minute on how we make that happen. But again, my job, I'm a non-producing broker, so I'm not going out and doing deals. My job is to be in the office making sure that I'm I'm talking to agents and they're hitting their goals. And if you guys can see, Barbara, who is our executive coach, is also on the call, and she's an important factor in that as well. You may not be able to see her with my screen shared, but she did an intro at the beginning of the call. So thanks, Barbara. So maximizing your time, right? That's a really important aspect of the real estate business. And how do you manage your time when you get busy? Or if you aren't super busy, how do you maximize your time to make sure that you're working on things that actually produce money? Right? So we focus on how to make the most out of your time in the business, whether that's prospecting, whether that's working on transactions, whether that's making sure your transactions get to closing. We have all those tools and systems in place for you. Our approach highlights doing more of the activities that work for you and cutting out those that don't. We use a management software called Maverick, and again, I'm not going to get too much in the weeds on the tech, but Maverick gives us a 50,000-foot view of the activities that you're working on in the database, as far as how many appointments you're setting, what types of leads you're working on, and then what is actually getting to closing and how are you converting, right? If you're working on leads that are not making you any money, or you have certain marketing channels that just don't convert, let's not waste time doing those activities and make sure we're focusing on activities that actually make us money and have a high ROI, right? Return on your investment and return on your investment in your time. So this includes removing the friction, and sometimes it's really small stuff. So and part of it doesn't matter what comp plan you're on or what if you're working on leads or not leads. We provide you with sale signs, lock boxes, open house, all the tech and all of the marketing. And again, we'll expand on that in a minute. But those are really things that allow you to get back potentially a few minutes every day, up to a few hours every day. If you don't have to go chase down a for sale sign or go to ABOR or go to Sabor or HAR to get a lockbox or go buy open house signs or wait for them to be delivered on Amazon, that saves you a tremendous amount of time, right? So we're focusing on maximizing your time and make sure you get an ROI on your time. And ultimately, it's going to end up closing, you're going to close more deals. So we have a tailored strategy for every agent. Just this month for Q4, we did all of our agents to Q4 quarter 4 goals. And I took all of those and analyzed every single one of them for all of our agents, right? So I'm making sure that we're helping them reach the highest conversion rates on whatever lead source you're working on. So some agents wanted to work more personal deals. They had, 4 or 5 listings coming online this quarter. They had a bunch of buyers. So, I need to make sure I know what everyone's working on, and then can I fill in the blanks and help them convert higher on all the business that they're working on. So to wrap it up, let's figure out how to work together and optimize your processes and do more of what brings the best results for you. Okay, and lastly, so just very briefly, work alongside you to define clear goals and to have an actionable plan that fits your lifestyle and business ambitions. And again, one size does not fit all for everyone. Whether it's increasing your transaction volume, refining your niche, or providing the highest level of customer satisfaction our system adopts to your path. It's very, very important for us to make sure that you're a right fit for us and we're a right fit for you. Okay, cool. So that's all I have for right now. I'm going to pass it off to George. George is our San Antonio manager. He's been with us. I'll let him. I have a tendency to get ahead of myself, so I'm going to let him do the talking. But I'm going to pass it off to George. And George, I will follow you and flip the slides for you. Okay.
All right, I appreciate it, Justin. Thanks.
Okay. Here's George.
Yeah, so thank you guys. And by the way, if you guys have any questions, anybody listening, just drop a comment line. Justin can jump in while we're all talking and he can interrupt us and answer any questions that you guys have. Justin's like super committed to our success. I can tell you that, he's always, all the points he made, right? He's going to Georgia to meet with Realtor.com. He's going to, Seattle to Zillow. And I mean, he's always on the cutting edge, looking out for what's best for us as a company and what's best for our agents. And I mean that wholeheartedly because, we, if you're on this call, you probably know a little bit of how we work, but we don't charge our agents anything up front, right? So if an agent's not making any money, the company's not making any money. So it's in Justin and Thomas's and the company's best interest to put the best possible leads we can in front of agents and to give them the best tools in order for them to succeed, right? So, okay, talking about succeeding and telling you guys a little bit about me, and as pretentious as it might seem, just hear me out here. And there's a point to me talking about myself and my success story because I think it resonates with a lot of people. But my background was in real estate, so I don't want to make it seem like I knew nothing about real estate when I got into this 7 years ago. But my background is on development, commercial, mainly on the industrial side, mini storage, subdivision development, just broad spectrum of real estate that I kind of got started with a long time ago. Long story short, I was laid off from a company literally 7.5 years ago. I got my real estate license thinking I just wanted to get it, kind of dabble in real estate, make a little bit of money on the side when I did get another job. And I met with Justin on, I think it was around Christmas time of 2018. Told him I did not want to be a realtor. I just wanted to get my license. He told me a little bit about how the company worked, and we got leads, Zillow, this and that. He asked me why I didn't want to be a realtor, and I said it just doesn't speak to me. It's not sexy, And he said, "Well, what's sexy?" I'm like, making money for my family, providing, going on trips, doing all these things we all talk about and dream about. And then he said, well, if you like what you're doing and you're making money, does it really matter whether you think it's sexy or not? And I said, all right, whatever, I'll give it a shot. And yeah, within a year and a half, from that time that I got started, literally with 0 leads to my name. Because the other caveat I want to point out is that I was not actively engaging in my SOI. I purposely didn't want to be that guy that reached out to everybody I knew, the KW, which works for a lot of people, but, call 100 people, tell them you're in real estate, all that. I wanted to avoid that. And I just got started with our leads and our leads only. And in about a year and a half, I think I closed about 75 deals. And so, yeah, 1 year I closed, it was actually 52 deals. And I know it was 1 a week. And I tried to press that last deal of that Christmas, right after Christmas, to try to push it through. So I could say I closed a deal a week. So yeah, 1 year I closed 52 deals. I would say about 2/3 of my deals that I've closed, I'm probably at about 250 deals now in about 7 years that I think I've closed. I've slowed down over time by design because I'm more of a management. I'm in a management position, kind of doing some more mentorship. But probably about 2/3 of the total deals that I've closed have been through some component of the company's SOI, right? A Zillow lead that I closed 7 years ago, and they loved me, and then I ended up selling their house, put up a sign, got sign call-ins, ended up closing those people on the signs, and then it just, just a web. You guys know it's a web of leads that eventually closes, that opens up. So, yeah, man, getting leads was definitely the most successful. I think the biggest success story that I had. Right, my drive would have been nothing without the leads. My persistence, which are all my strengths, would have been nothing without the leads. I mean, a lot of people have these tools, and the one thing they struggle with is getting in front of people to talk to. And that's where we come in. We get our agents in front of people to talk to. And our only demand is that they become accountable of that lead, keep following up with them. They might not be ready to buy tomorrow, but in 6 months, they will be. And in 6 months, if they're not, they'll remember you because you keep following up with them. So when they're at the cooler, the work cooler or whatever, and talking about real estate, and they got a buddy, hey, that coworker is probably going to need some help, and they'll refer them over to you. So, anyways, yeah, close a lot of deals.
Yes, you did.
And then, so talking a little bit about building a team. While I was still in production, I was asked to, Thomas and Justin, the co-owner, and obviously Justin, who just talked, asked me to start focusing on building a team, still being a producing agent, getting leads. And they realized that, hey, I came from a management background. Maybe I got more to offer or whatever, and probably ended up taking a team of about maybe 10 total agents at one point, a lot of which became some of our more consistent, successful agents, consistent in closing 2 deals a month, 3 deals a month, doing 30, 35 transactions a month consistently, or a year rather, sorry. And again, it wasn't rocket science. It was holding their hand, making them accountable their time. Everybody has strengths. I think it's important not to focus on your weaknesses. Whatever your weaknesses are, I think a lot of us are old enough to have accepted them and know what they are. But whatever strength you is, we really need to adapt to it and just hone in on it, whatever that might be. So my thing is, I'm big at following up. I'm big at making people accountable. I'm big on meeting with anyone. I don't care if they're pre-qualified. I don't care if they look like they can buy. It doesn't matter the price point, 50,000 to 2.2 million. I will meet with somebody if there's an opportunity there, because I know that one opportunity leads to another opportunity. So when when we created this team, that's exactly what we were talking about. And these agents that were under me for 6 months to a year eventually just spun off and just became just completely independent agents. And then as a result of that, fast forward 2-3 years after that, there was an opportunity where Justin asked me to manage the San Antonio office, in the full capacity as far as managing all the agents. Obviously, a little bit of a different role than being more one-on-one with a couple of agents, and now it's again about 30 agents that I got to talk to. But by the way, if any of you guys are interested in talking to any one of our agents, let me know, and I can connect you with anybody. I'm sure they'll all have great things to say about us. But now it's a little bit more about the mentorship role, right? And it's talking through deals. It's talking about, obviously all the settlements that we're having with NAR and all these things that are changing, which our TCs will talk a little bit about that. We've done an amazing job staying on top of these things, and even maybe being a little preemptive with some stuff, just knowing where things might eventually lead. And as a result, it's really taken a lot of stress off of our agents having to worry and constantly be taking classes and focusing on what's on the back end. And now we're just having them focus on their business and their business only, which is talking to people, writing up offers, getting deals executed, cashing checks, and then starting over, right? So, and that's kind of our MO. Most of our agents, our floor for our agents is a lot higher than most teams, right? Our agents aren't closing 0 deals a month. They're not going 4, 5, 6 months without closing a deal. They're closing deals every month. Yeah, there's a little roller coaster. You get some agents that close 4 or 5. Next month, they only close one. But when you average it out per quarter, our agents are closing deals. And again, the reason is because the tools we're offering, the types of leads that are there, and the support staff that you'll hear more talking. You'll hear all the support staff talk about what they do that supports our agents. So, next slide.
Gotcha. Thank you, George.
All right, cool.
Okay.
And then yeah, like Justin said, I mean, yeah, there was a point where we were closing a bunch of deals a month. I expect every agent on our team to be able to close 2 deals a month of our company deals. Obviously, there's some months where okay, great, you're super busy. Maybe you're not getting as many leads because you have asked to be paused. In which case, there's a dip sometimes the next month. So we always try to coach around getting off of leads for too long. But yeah, like I said, our agents are closing deals. I talked about the mentorship component, which I think is something I interview agents all the time that are always asking, well, George, what if I have a problem with something X, Y, and Z? My phone is off of silent from 8 to 8. So from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., I'm always available. And you can ask any one of our agents if I will take a call or call somebody back. I always do. Monday to Sunday. And it's the job. It is what it is. And I think everybody on this call enjoys what we do. And as a result, I think we're available for our agents a lot. We've also got a great rapport in both of our offices. And we have a culture that's kind of built up. It's everybody kind of really helps each other. So yeah, always available.
I want to add one thing. So a couple of key takeaways from George, from what George mentioned is, playing to everyone's strengths, developing plans for everyone individually that makes sense, and then backfilling them with really good habits. That's how you go from taking several people that are on your team from 0 deals a month to 4 a month. That's how you do it, right? So we're playing up the strengths. We're working it. George failed to mention, but kind of brushed over it. His biggest strength is database management, amongst a lot of other really strong, attributes as well. But he's very amazing at his database management. So he was teaching his team how to work the database and make sure it pays off and there's that ROI on the time. So when you are in the database and you're working on whatever lead source it is, you're staying on top of those leads, right? So awesome stuff, George. I really appreciate it. I'll wrap it up by saying George is a model of excellence. I'll read it for you, man. He's an inspiration and serves as an inspiration, and all the agents they're looking to grow within the agency Texas, they could follow that model. They're going to be very, very successful. So appreciate it, George. Thank you. Anything else to tie it off with?
No, just again, if you guys have any questions after this call and you want to reach out to me, reach out to any one of our agents, or anybody else that's going to talk here over the next 10, 20, 30 minutes. Just let us know. We'll be glad to answer any questions you guys got.
Awesome. Thank you, George. Okay. We're going to go flip it over to Mary Lawrence, the heartbeat of the database. Mary, super excited to have you on the call today. Let's get you kicked off. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Awesome. Never been more ready in my entire life.
Perfect.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I am our inside sales manager and our database manager here at the agency. I have been with the agency for 7 years now. Myself and the many of ISA teams that I have trained and mentored and hired and recruited, we have scheduled close to 23,000 appointments over those 7 years for the agency Texas. So you can do the math there on how much that is monthly, weekly. It's a lot. So there's never a shortage of.
That's actually over the last 4 years, not 7.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's even more.
Yes.
That's even more opportunities. That's even,
Yes.
there's never a shortage of leads or appointments or opportunities for you to grow your business.
Will you explain to the folks on the call and everyone else who's going to get the meeting, what is an appointment?
An appointment is a high intent lead from one of our sources that we're partnered with, Realtor.com, Zillow, YLOPO, the things that Justin mentioned earlier. This is a person, a client who, again, has high intent, super motivated, someone that I've connected with, live on the phone, live via Zillow, someone that has been screened through Zillow, someone who's looking to get pre-approved, someone's looking for your guidance and your expertise in real estate to either buy or sell. And then after that connection is made from me, the appointment is then scheduled, confirmed, added to your calendar. Confirmations are out. All you have to do is get it, go to the appointment and meet that person face to face.
And that's at a specific property.
Correct. At a specific property, at a specific time that is agreed to by the buyer seller, and that agrees with the agent's calendar as well. All you have to do is show up.
I want to take 30 seconds to explain to the people watching this video how challenging that is. So let's take any lead. Let's say you were at an open house. To get that person to agree to go see another house at 2 p.m. tomorrow would be very challenging. Let's say you were standing outside of Walmart giving away a raffle for $1 million and you had people's names, emails, phone numbers. To get people to agree to take that a step further and meet with an agent is very challenging. So when we say, you may look at that number and say 23,000, this sounds like a lot. Well, it is a lot. That's because we do a really good job and Mary does an amazing job. But those are people who are ready to transact. People who are agreeing to meet with an agent who tell us they do not have another agent, and they're meeting at a specific property that they're interested in at a specific day and time and have confirmed that. So that is a really, really challenging point to get to with any lead, period. So I don't want to understate how absolutely phenomenal that is. So Mary, thank you so much. That's a tremendous amount of work, and you're amazing. So thank you so much. We'll flip to the next one.
You're welcome. You're amazing too.
Okay.
So I have 12 years of sales and database management experience in real estate. I've been here at this brokerage for 7 years. I was with another brokerage previously, in Houston as well. And before that, I had many more years of experience in the hospitality industry, and I was the general manager of a multi-million-dollar restaurant for many years. So I have a lot of management experience, a lot of database experience, customer service, customer satisfaction is definitely my driving force. Along with helping to train the agents be successful, I get a lot of fulfillment, from obviously the client portion, but obviously the agent portion as well. So the inside sales team works hand in hand with our agents to qualify and nurture leads, ensuring every opportunity is maximized. So not only do I help you work hot leads that are, coming in and they're wanting to look today, tomorrow, or next week, I do help you nurture leads as well. People who are 3 months out, 6 months out, a year out from purchasing. I not only help with the leads that we give you, but also do help with help building your SOI as well, or if you have personal clients that you need assistance with also. So I can be utilized in many different forms when it comes to building your pipeline, managing your pipeline, and just getting the full experience here. So we provide a streamlined process to help agents focus on closing deals. So streamline meaning from the second the lead comes in, I'm on it, I'm calling them, I'm trying to nail down the appointment, which 99% of the time that I do on that first phone call. Even Realtor.com leads that don't necessarily just come to us. I always win. I always beat the other agents. I always get the appointment. I will get that scheduled immediately. I try to get it scheduled for the same day within a few hours, of when that lead comes in. Um, and then again, scheduling the appointment, getting multiple properties that the client wants to see, scheduling it on your calendar, sending out the confirmations, following up after the appointment to see how it went with our agent, and then trying to schedule further appointments with the clients. We can get multiple face to face, and I really help to try to move that lead down the buying funnel. So from the beginning to the end, it's just a very streamlined process. We run like a well-oiled machine, especially in the appointment process. So it just makes you and your job easier to just go and be able to show clients, which is why you got into real estate.
And I want to add to this too, is most teams, if it's an ISA converted appointment, they charge you more. Our splits don't change. So we want to make sure that there's not any friction between you and the ISA team, and that you're working every lead and working it diligently, no matter what, where it comes from, right? So Mary doesn't have time to wait. She's setting so many and we're having an abundance of business. So she's setting them, getting them out, getting them all to our agents, and doing that in a very streamlined process. So thank you, Mary. I'll flip to the next
one. Okay. So leveraging data and systems for our success, we use cutting edge data analysis and advanced systems to track, manage, and follow up with leads efficiently, meaning tasks, scheduling tasks, setting tasks, having everything that needs to be done in that day in a specific list for you. So it makes everything, again, streamlined and easy to manage. Collaboration on notes in our CRM, utilizing our CRM, which can communicate with the entire team. You can do many things through that CRM. And then the appointments as well. Our systems ensure that agents receive timely information on the hottest prospects, improving their productivity. So again, I basically will do all of the front end work. I will build that relationship. I will start you off on a great foot. I will talk you up, talk the brokerage up. I build that wonderful relationship, with people. We have people in the database from 7 years ago. This one guy was just on like an action plan, a drip email, if you will. And he, was getting my drip emails, and, he came back to me, after 6 years and was like, Mary, I want to sell my land. I only want to, sell it with you and, your brokerage. And so it was really, it was a big compliment to us and to me. And he, the things that we were sending him over the 6 years had really made an impact on him. And he came back and solicited us. We listed his land and got it sold for him. So just a lot of great stories, like that. So I don't know if this is a slide, Justin, either that you wanted me to kind of touch on, the geographic portion and the calendar.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, absolutely. Please.
Okay. So just another, way that we improve, your productivity and give you the time that you need to be successful is when I schedule you an appointment, we have an interactive map, which will have all of the agents and where they live, their little faces all over the map. So when I get an appointment, I will search for that zip code and I will find the agents that's closest to that zip code. Number one, to increase the time, that you're going to have with the client instead of time on the road. Number two, that's probably geographically, your market area that you're comfortable with if you live there, if you're close to there. So then you're able to share your expertise and your personal experience about living there. So you can talk to people, talk to families about the schools, talk about where HEB is or Taco Bell or whatever, things that matter to people when they're looking for a home and they're looking for a forever home. We do that, geographically for you as well, not only for time, but it's a great conversation starter. It's a great relationship builder. So that is something that definitely sets us apart as well. Bethany, that was her, genius idea. She's our transaction coordinator and she's amazing. But that just shows as well how we all work together as a team, no matter our position here, to make your experience with the agency Texas the most wonderful experience that you can have, personal and professional. Also, with your calendar, I will always check your calendar. I will never double book you, overbook you, spread you too thin. If you have yoga every day at 10 a.m., you put that on your calendar and it's respected here. You won't ever get an appointment at that time during personal time. The calendar, the the map that we use, the time that we spend to make sure these appointments are just ready to go for you. There's so many components that I can go through, but for the sake of time, but it's coming from a place of care. And that's something that I realized, over the years of working for this brokerage, is everything that we do and that Justin does and that everybody in the staff does, it comes from a place of love and care for one another. So yeah,
Awesome.
not to get too emotional or anything,
Thank you, Mary. No, that was awesome. I hope everyone appreciates how much time we've spent again, it's understanding the agent's needs, including geography and where they are and what their geographical competency is. And
Correct.
that's awesome stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. So
Absolutely.
let's see here. We're gonna jump we're gonna jump into marketing. So Amber Cardiff, our marketing manager, say hello, Amber. I'm gonna go ahead and get you started.
Okay. I'm Amber Cardiff, the marketing director here at the Agency Texas. I have over 12 years of real estate marketing experience. I've been with the Agency Texas for 5 years. So I always joke, everyone on the staff has been here at least 5 years. So I always joke it's like dog years in real estate. So technically I'm going to go with 35 years in marketing at the brokerage. So I do know that working with agents for 12 years that you have to wear multiple hats. And my goal is to take the marketing hat off your plate so that you can focus on what you do best, and that's closing deals and building your relationships. I do offer full service marketing and social media. I handle all aspects of your marketing, from social media to listing presentations, whether it's creating content, designing custom postcards, or producing listing materials. I've got you covered. If I haven't already created it, then I will create it. So if you have ideas, that you've used that have been successful for you with other brokerages, or that you've used in the past that you love using as a tool and we don't have them here, I can create it for you. I have done stuff from door hangers to we provide monthly email newsletters, custom signage, like I said, social media. I also provide headshots and do lifestyle shoots. I do have over 25 years, not to date myself, but photography experience. I usually I'm based out of Houston, but I go to the Austin or San Antonio branch. I try to at least every other month, and we do lifestyle shoots there at one of the Paradisa homes, which Thomas, the other partner, is owner of.
Cool.
So I'm always trying to, give y'all fresh content. It helps you for your social media, but it also helps us that we can use it. We can pair it with your reviews and so forth. And once again, just to kind of keep it fresh and up to date. Listing materials and listing presentations. Courtney and I provide a polished professional listing presentation that will leave a lasting impression. If you're in the Austin area, we actually have it printed and bound for you that you can pick up at the office. It's super easy. It has I can't go into all the details either of all the marketing tools that we use, but they're really cool and I totally geek out every time when we pull them. But it's very impressive. With all the tools that we have access to. And once you secure that listing, I make sure that your listing stands out both online and offline. I create materials for you, flyers, social media, all the things. I've also been in real estate long enough where I've seen where it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. So I do have things outside of the box that we've done for open houses, progressive open houses and so forth, especially with listings right now, maybe sitting on the market a little bit longer. We do have access to a database of realtors that we can, push out. How some of you got involved in this webinar. We can push out our listings, open houses and so forth, events that we have. And then basically my goal here is just to take the pressure off of you. Once again, trying to alleviate one of those hats for you. Marketing shouldn't be a stressor. It should be fun. And then, we can collaborate. I've had 2 one-on-ones this week already with agents that in their Q4 wanted to, kind of really hone in on some marketing techniques and how to, branch out and make things different and really to, take that on. And I'm always willing to do that, meet with you and kind of customize a marketing strategy for you. That's literally what I'm here for, is to help you take, your marketing to the next level. And that's about it.
Awesome. No, that's great. And I just want to mention that we don't charge a la carte or monthly fees for any of this. Um, Again, my goal is whether you want to do a couple Facebook posts here and there, or you want to have a full scale, business plan for your social media and your online marketing, we have you covered. It's really important to me that if not again not all, and I've been definitely in this position where as an agent, not only do I not have the time to deal with it, but I just don't want to pay the dumb tax and learn how to do graphic design and go to, and actually I went to JC Penney to get my first headshot, and it looked I had like a one of those watercolor backgrounds, like a Bob Ross style. So
They have since filed for bankruptcy.
and Amber makes me look. I feel like less like Justin Sheppard and more like Justin Timberlake whenever she has the camera out. So that's all awesome stuff. Really appreciate you, Amber, and thank you so much for everything you do. Okay. When we cover listing presentation and materials, I'll just say that we use an automated tool where we generate the listing presentation. Amber goes in and backfills it with all custom information. We print them, we bind them. That's all free. That's all part of, we currently have as a brokerage around 90 listings, and those listing presentations kill it. So thank you. Okay. Off now to Bethany and Laura, and we'll talk about transactions and transaction management. Okay, and Bethany, you want to get us started?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Bethany. I'm the TC in Austin.
And I'm Laura. I'm the TC in San Antonio.
Hello, hello.
We oversee the entire transaction process from contract to closing, ensuring every detail is handled with precision. Meaning the more you keep me in the loop, the more I can help you, from offers out to contracts closed, to sending the DA to title, to getting you paid at closing. We're just really focused on helping you succeed and giving you support. Their services provide agents with time and focus on clients. Yeah. So we manage paperwork and compliance and just, are an extension of you and make sure that you feel supported.
Perfect. And I want to mention that you guys have so much experience and close so many deals. Oftentimes you'll have relationships with lenders, you'll have relationships with pre-existing relationships with title companies. So if there's any headaches or hiccups or bumps in the road on deals, Bethany and Laura are more than versed in helping with those. Obviously, I'm here as the broker and George is the manager, and we have several layers in redundancy. But as far as just being able to smooth out a deal, making sure you're getting paid at closing, they're doing a phenomenal job. So thank you, Bethany and Laura. And I'll flip the slide over to Laura.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that, I've been a realtor for about 13 years. So I've been out there. I know what you guys go through. So, and then the TC side, I've been doing it for about 4 years now. Awesome. But by maintaining thorough oversight and coordination, we make sure that your transactions flow seamlessly by reducing stress for both you and your clients. Our goal is to keep you and your clients and all parties informed at all times. Also, as your TC, we will pay close attention to deadlines, documentation, and compliance, guaranteeing that your transactions meet all legal and regulatory requirements. So to do that, upon onboarding, we offer like zip form training. We go over required broker docs and step-by-step procedures on submitting successful compliant offers. We created some templates. It already has the static information in there. So that'll allow you to get your offers off and documents out quickly and efficiently. And depending on your level of experience, we'll always offer one-on-one training and zip forms as well.
Laura, you want to touch on our company level TAR account and how you guys have access and can help there?
Yeah, so we're always staying up to date on that. We always maintain the most up-to-date documents. So you're always going to be compliant as far as that goes.
Nice, perfect. And just lastly, I want you guys to touch on, well, and one, say thank you for all the work you did on making sure that our agents had the best use of the forms that were rolled out after the NAR settlement. But if you want to touch on real quick, kind of your workflow and making sure that everyone knew how to implement the new documents, and kind of the frequency of the training and the things that you guys did on the back end.
Bethany, you want to do it or?
Well, Laura and I communicate multiple times a day.
Yeah.
So we are on a constant communication basis. We bounce a lot of things back and forth off of each other, including a ton of continuing education. So we like to provide training. I'm up in the Austin office every day. So if you want to come in and get extra training or sit with me and you have a certain question about a certain form, or you just have a certain spot within the transaction that you're always getting hung up on, go ahead and come up. We're just here to help you. This is a very supportive team environment, and we're just really here to help you out and make sure that you get what you need.
Awesome.
Yeah, when the new forms came out, we both attended classes, made sure that we were thoroughly understood the new process. And by doing so, we also added those required documents in your zip form. So they're there, already there, so that you know what you need to fill out, what needs to be done, so that you guys get paid and get your commission with these new regulations that are out.
Nice.
And like Justin said, created the one-time showing, which really helps out now that you're required to have some type of representation signed. Just those types of things that we really made sure that you guys are all covered.
Yeah, I want to make sure that we don't understate the value of having a dedicated transaction coordinator. They're available at other brokerages at a cost, which can be anywhere from a couple $100 to up $500-600 per transaction. So if you're closing, 4 deals a month, that's $2,000 out of your pocket. You're going to pay to have the same level of service. But I don't want to make it just about the money. I do want to make it about the professionalism that they bring to the transaction. So if you work with Bethany or Laura and they know the title agent and the escrow agent at the title company, right? Everything is going to get pushed through seamlessly. We're going to get priority closing dates and times. So let's say we're closing on, a Friday at the end of the month, and we're pushing the wire cutoff. Those agents are going to know, hey, we've worked with the agency Texas before. We're going to give them, preferential treatment. We're going to move their deal up and try to get it funded. Those are really, really important things, not only to ensure that you get paid, but to make sure that there's no hiccups at the very last 11th hour that make you look less professional than you did. So if our goal is to make sure that 100% client satisfaction, which we have, 2,000 5-star reviews online, I would credit a lot of that to last mile details that Bethany and Laura handle to make sure that our transactions, we look like rock stars, right? If you've ever had a deal like me, which I have when I was, working full-time in production, that blew up at the last minute, it's a terrible feeling, and they ensure that they mitigate that and make sure that doesn't happen, along with staying in front of the new forms, which is a lot of work because they're changing, and they were changing and will continue to change at a pretty rapid pace. So Bethany, Laura, thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the words, and we'll flip it over to sorry, I always skip the last one. We kind of went through all of this, but again, efficiency, building relationships, closing deals. That's what it's all about. So thank you. And last but definitely not least, is our onboarding specialist and administrative assistant, Courtney Barrett. So Courtney, if you want to come work with us and we agree we're the right fit, she will actually be your first point of contact. She's going to handle the formalities of onboarding, such as getting your license transferred, but then help you along the way. We have a 90-day success program in making sure that everybody, everyone thrives in a new environment, right? Because if you coming over from somewhere, you've been there 10 years, this is going to be probably will be completely new. And she does a fantastic job. So I'll let her jump in.
All right. So hi, everyone. Thank y'all for joining today. Am I off mute? Okay. I've been with the agency for going on 5 years now. It's actually the only brokerage I've worked at. Since being here, I've been licensed and kind of taking on the administrative role. I'm our key player here in managing our agent onboarding process and providing continual essential administrative support past being onboarded.
Absolutely.
So with that, I'll oversee the onboarding process with all new agents to ensure that you have a smooth transition into our team. Some of the things this includes is going to be getting you set up with all of our trainings, switching your truck sponsorship, joining our Zillow team, and really any other CRM that we offer. I will also be your guide through our 90-day retention and success plan and ensure that you're a good fit for our culture here as well. This includes helping you stay on track to achieve any goals you set. We only succeed when you do. So it's kind of a hand-in-hand, win for everyone. I'm also responsible for managing sales signs, lock boxes, open house signs, as well as any marketing materials that we offer, such as the listing presentations. We have buyer folders, seller folders, really any material that you need, we'll make sure that you have. And then lastly, I schedule key events and ensure that you as our agents have the materials and support that you need to succeed with us.
Awesome. And I'll take it, Courtney, from here. I want to say that Courtney is critical to the agent's success, right? So when it's a pass off from me, when the handoff from me or George, we're determining whether or not you're the right fit for us, and you are determining whether or not you're the right fit for us, right? We're going to work together. Courtney's the first point of contact. So I don't want to understate how important it is for her operational assistance and ensuring the agents can focus on closing deals and growing their business, and knowing that logistics are taken care of. Many people that come over to work for us have deals in the pipeline. So we have to make sure that the for sale signs get switched over, the lock boxes get switched over, Zillow gets switched over. A lot of times they have personal or company emails with Zillow, and company emails that are tied to a lot of their accounts will help you with that. So it's really important that we ensure that it's a smooth transition and we're not getting hung up. And you can get to work on day one and start working on your, whatever it is you're working on your personal stuff or our company leads or getting into training. That's really important to us. And Courtney's contributions and support for the agents is vital, helping them achieve success from onboarding from day-to-day operations. So in summary, here's the contact information for me and George. And if you're in San Antonio, contact George. In Austin, you can contact me. You can book in my Calendly. You can send me a text, email. That's my cell phone number. I'm open to any way getting in contact and setting up a time to chat with you. So to tie it all together, we feel that we offer a lot. And obviously this was an over an hour long presentation of all the different disciplines we have in our business. So as you know, most of our staff has been with us for at least 5 years. They have very specific job roles. We have a ton of tools and technology, and we have an interest in making sure that we take time to learn who our agents are, what they want to accomplish, set the plan and put that plan into action. And that's differentiates us from most other brokerages. I don't know what other what other brokerages offer because I'm not out there shopping. I'm assuming there's probably some overlay somewhere. But if I were to, what my goal is to create a masterpiece and create the perfect brokerage. And by doing that and by putting in all of the pieces into place, support, technology, training, mentorship, and then living in a mindset of having an abundance of deals, I feel like that we've created something very, very special. So in summary, if you feel the same way and you're on the call or you listen to the meeting on YouTube or email, give me a call. Let's talk about it. We're excited to be in growth mode. We're excited to live in abundance. Sorry, the dog's barking in the background there. Excited to live in abundance and excited to grow our partnerships with our lead providers, and they're eager to work with us too. We stay at the top of lead conversion metrics, and therefore they want to give us more business. We just have to have the agents in place to do it, and therefore that's why we're in growth mode. So I want to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope there were a lot of takeaways. Please reach out to me or George if you want more information. We're always happy to talk. And have a great week, and we'll talk to you guys soon. And actually, let me stop sharing so I can just say hello. So,
Justin, I wanted to add one thing before we
Yeah.
jumped off. So, just, in addition to the constant support of the staff and everything, that we just talked about, you will have the continued support of the broker, of Justin as well. Justin's a wonderful person to work for, super knowledgeable. He shares his knowledge every day. He's almost too smart for his own good, but he's always very innovative. He is dedicated to not only your success, but our success, the brokerage success. He always provides. I've never seen a lead flow like I've seen here. So just, in addition to everything that we spoke about and everything nice he said about all of us, we feel the same way about him. And so it's a great place to work, not only because of us, but because of the broker, because of, who Justin is as
Oh,
well.
thank
So
you.
just wanted to add that in there.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the
You're
kind words. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon. And I'm really easy to find, and so never as everyone else. So please reach out to us, and have an awesome week.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all. Thank you.